Today, I would like to discuss about the difference between principles and values. Actually, there is a book named The Seven Habits of Highly Effective People, which was written by Stephen R. Covey. He had very nicely outlined the difference between principles and values. Here, in Covey's view, principles are rules or laws that are permanent, unchanging, and universal in nature. Values are internal and subjective, and they may change over time. So, what are principles? For Covey, principles are self evident, and as part of most traditions and philosophies over the ages, they have been woven into the fabric of societies throughout human history. They often concern human behavior and govern interactions between people. The principles represent an objective reality that transcends cultures and individuals. For example, Covey cites various principles, including fairness, integrity, and honesty, and he declared a principle is a natural law like gravity. If you drop something, gravity controls. If I don't tell you the truth, you won't trust me. That is a natural law. There are certain principles that transcend cultural differences and do not change over time. They determine ultimate outcomes or consequences of behavior and actions as much as gravity determines that something will fall when dropped. Then, what are values? In contrast, values are beliefs and opinions that people hold regarding specific issues or ideas, and they are ultimately they are internal, they are subjective and malleable. They may change as demands or needs change. If a given belief or opinion is something that might be altered if the conditions are right, then it is a value. Values are important in expressing our individual beliefs and opinions, and they can be used tactically to accomplish certain objectives based on our current circumstances, demands, and needs. Values actually can ultimately reflect or determine the current but potentially alterable goals that we have in our professional, family, and personal life. So, how do we use the principles? If you're looking to create a timeless sense of purpose and to shape the overall mission of your life, then you should use principles. Establishing set of principles creates the compass to which you can refer whenever something is in doubt, or you need to take a stand or evaluate any particular opportunity, behavior, or any situation. Moreover, principles can ultimately drive your values and goals. Principles can help you determine your goals and values and help you choose between them when confronted with conflicting issues or circumstances come. You need principles. You can build a personal value system based on principles, which will help you avoid running afoul of their natural consequences. And principles can be a convenient and confronting reference point to you, so that you never feel uncertain or find yourself searching for an answer. How can we use principles in setting goals? Because everybody needs to set a goal, so that you need to achieve something. You need to know what is that you need to achieve. So that is what we call it as the end point or the goal. So when conducting personal planning and setting goals, keep in mind this distinction between principles and values and consider how both of them can be useful. Consider identifying and outlaying the universal principles that you want to embrace and that you want to shape your overall mission. Then, as you identify the things you value most and the goals you want to pursue in your personal, professional, and family life, you can use these principles as a reference point. You can build your values and goals according to these principles, or you can use where your current values, goals, and behavior may be inconsistent with universal realities about human behavior and human interactions. Thus, even if you find that you are not able or you're not always been living up to your principles that you want to embrace, you can make meaningful changes and ultimately incorporate those changes into your values and goals. Covey pointed to this. He used an example of honesty and truthfulness. If I tell you the truth consistently and try to live it and apologize when I don't and try to get back on track, then I'm living a natural law repentance, making improvements, showing change. So we need to ask ourselves, what are the universal unchanging principles that we can clearly identify? What are the values that you now hold? Do your current habits reflect those values? And ultimately, do your habits and values reflect the principles that transcend current circumstances and can provide a purpose and mission for your life? With a proper understanding of the differences between values and principles, you can address all of these questions and use the answers to guide you in all of your planning and actions. So one has to have your value aligned with the principles, because principles are permanent and they are nothing but the consequences, whereas values are within. So what we think, what we believe, that is what becomes a value. If you have some belief that this is what is right from my point of view, then we go with that and we fix up our life following that, and that is what is your value. And how it is respected by the universe or by everybody when this value is aligned with the principle, because principles are universal, they don't change. So if you want to take any decision, it all depends upon your belief, and nobody can teach you values. Like, you need to understand and you need to start believing it. Only when you are convinced, you will be able to practice and use it. And if we are going to align our values, our thoughts, our beliefs, our actions, all these things, because the values are nothing but our actions, the outcome. And if the values are not related or aligned with the principle, then the consequences will be bad. It is something called as a karma. Like, if you do something bad, then you will get something bad. So integrity is one of the principle which a person has to follow. Then he has to do whatever he says. So there is a connection between honesty and integrity. Honesty is something, you always say what you do correctly, exactly, you don't lie. Whereas integrity is, you say something and you follow that and you keep up your word. That is what is integrity. So integrity is a name. Actually, the principles are not actions, the values or actions, because we believe something and we perform, and that becomes an action. So integrity, a person is following integrity means he should be truthful, he should keep up his word. So a person of integrity, a person with a principle of integrity, so that way he has a value that he should always follow whatever he says, he should always keep up his word. So that action of a person is aligned with, that is his value. He believes that he should always keep his word. So that value he has, and he performs his actions accordingly, and that matches with the principle called integrity. So this is how we need to live our life, because if one is following integrity as a principle that he has to tell or do whatever he says, then every other values will align with the principle, because that is what he believes. So everything will take him in a right path. So this is what is the difference between principle and value. And in order to have a good, respectable, regarded life, one has to have their values with a principle centered life. One, whatever you do, follow the principles. Your values may vary based on your need. Suppose I want to be very very happy, I want to earn a lot of money, that it might be my thought process, I believe that. And how, what methodology I'm going to use to earn money? Am I going to cheat someone? Then I'm not following the principle. If I'm not going to cheat someone, I'm going to be very genuine in making money, then my value, my belief that yes, I wanted to earn money but I should not cheat anyone, that aligns with the integrity and the honesty of the principles. So this is how one need to understand the difference between principles and values. And all our elders, all our parents, everybody teaches us as the principles, and we need to believe and understand and develop our own values based on what is most important to us. Everybody will have different things that are important in their life. For me, I wanted to be the happiest person. Every day I wanted to be happy. So first and foremost priority is for the Almighty. And then the next is me, and then my family, and then the work, what I do, and the knowledge. I need to get knowledge every day. I need to learn everything. Whenever I get an opportunity, I need to improve myself. And then I need to have good amount of fun so that I enjoy my life. So this is my priority. This is what I want in life. So what am I going to do to follow this or implement this? If I want to get connected to God, then what sort of thought process I need to do in a right manner, so that that aligns my value or my belief with the principle. Similarly, if I'm concentrating on me, I need to improve my health, keep my health properly, and then I need to eat good food. I need to give proper inputs to my senses, and I need to be always healthy in my mind as well as in my body physically. So this is what is the second priority in my life. So then I need to go with the right methodology to achieve this. I should not cheat anyone. I should not eat something which will harm my life, or I do something beyond or damaging nature. All these things I should not do. I should be transparent. I should do the right thing. So right thing is what we call it as a principle. Then coming to family, I want my family members to be happy. I want to develop very good relationship with my family members. Then I should not tell lie. I should be genuine. I should show real love and affection towards my family members. I should care for them. I should listen to them. I should spend time with them. So these are all the right things. So that because of me, something is not harmed. So I'm following again the principle. Similarly, my work. If I'm doing my work, I should be genuine. I should not cheat anybody. I should keep up my word. I should have quality in the work, whatever I do, so that the people will be benefited out of it. If I cheat somebody, a small lie or a small quality less person output if I give, immediately people may not know, but in long run people will identify that you are not genuine. So that is not a winning situation. Then coming to fun and coming to the society. So everywhere, wherever you go, you should have an identity. People should respect you for the values what you carry. When we carry right values which aligns with the integrity, which aligns with the all the principles, general principles. You love everybody, don't hurt anyone, have empathy, have emotional intelligence, have love and affection, be peaceful. All these things are good principles. So by our actions we are aligning with the principles, then we are going to have a successful happy life. Stay blessed.